Good morning, my dear children. Smallies always like to hear some stories from grandma, grandpa, papa, or mama. They always like to hear stories. I know you also like to hear stories. Today, I am going to tell you one story. Already, you have heard many types of story. Some stories are having 3 brothers, some stories are having 4 brothers, some stories are having 2 brothers. Isn't it, children? And even you have heard in that stories, one is very good person, one is bad, and one is medium one, in this way. But you know, children, today whichever story I am going to share with you, in that story all 3 brothers, they are kind and soft hearted. You know, children, so let's see. The name of story is 3 Sacks of Rice. What is the story name? 3 Sacks of Rice. From this story, we are going to learn some new words. Let's see. Number 1, spoiled. What is the meaning of spoiled? Having lost its original value. What is the meaning of spoiled? Having lost its original value. Second, prosperous. Prosperous means successful. Marriageable. Meaning of marriageable is fit for marriage or of the right age for marriage. And soft-hearted. What is the meaning of soft-hearted? It means kind, having sympathy for others. And in this story, we are going to meet 3 brothers. All 3 of them are very nice person, intelligent persons. Okay, see, eldest brother who was the shopkeeper. Eldest brother who was the shopkeeper. Middle brother who was the priest. And youngest brother, recently he had finished his education, but still he was jobless person. Understood, my dear children? See, children, what happened? One day their father's friend visited the mother, and children, they loved to mother too much. They were fond with their mother. Why? Because 3 of them, after the sudden death of their father, they loved with their mother. One day, their father's friend visited the mother. He said, "Sister, you know that I have a very prosperous business. I have very successful business. Because of that, I am getting too much money. But now I am getting old, and my only daughter is of a marriageable, means who is fit for marriage. I am looking for a son-in-law who would be a good husband to my daughter and who would also handle my business well. I like all your sons because you are all sons. They are very good persons. They are kind person. They are soft-hearted, and because of that, I like your 3 all sons. But I want to choose from that only one as my son-in-law as well as a good businessman. So I have an idea. Are you ready to explain this idea and to implement this idea? Mother was also ready, and because of that, children, after some day, that old man came to each of them, and he had given one sacks of rice to each brother. What happened? See, the friend went away. Many months passed, but he did not return. It was nearly a year before. He came back. He visited the eldest brother first. Means he came to everyone. Already he had given to each of brother 1 sack of rice. Means eldest brother he had given 1 sack of rice. Middle brother he had given 1 sack of rice. And youngest brother also he had given 1 sack of rice. After a few days, not after a few days, nearly 1 year after, he came and he went first towards the eldest brother. Whenever he came to eldest brother, "Uncle, you had left a sack of rice with me. After a few months, I was worried that it may get spoiled." What is the meaning of spoiled? Having lost its original value. And because of that, I thought instead of that will be spoiled, I will sell to my customer, and because of that I will get some money, and here is your money. He had given 1 purse with full of money to that old man. He was very happy. "Thank you, my boy. You are such an honest person." Afterwards, he went towards the middle brother who was priest. What is the meaning of priest? A person who is trained to sacrifice. A person who is trained to sacrifice in church or temple. He was the priest and he went towards the middle brother. The priest greeted him with joy and affection. He said, "Uncle, remember you had left a sack of rice with me an year ago. I had kept it for many months, but then I was worried that it may get spoiled. I also thought same way that will be spoiled and after that no useful for anybody, and because of that I distributed the rice among the poor in your name. They all blessed you for satisfying their hunger. However, I did that without your permission and I am willing to pay you back for the rice." See children, what he is saying? He is saying, I distributed your sack of rice among the poor people. They sacrificed because of they satisfied with the hunger. He is very sacrifice person. As I told you, priest means what? A person who is trained to sacrifice in church or temple, and because of that he is very soft-hearted person. So he distributed among the poor people that whole sack of rice, but he had distributed that without permission, and because of he had distributed without permission of old man, he is ready to pay back money to old man. But old man was also not ready. "No, my boy, you acted wisely and kindly. The blessing that I got from the poor people are enough for me. Please don't even think about the money anymore. Don't think about money. Whatever blessing you have given, that is with me, that I will keep with me ever and forever. So don't worry. Don't take tension about money," he said. When the friend went to visit the youngest son, he too welcomed him with love and respect, but he said that he had a confession. What is the meaning of confession? Confession, it means a statement indicating that one is guilty of something wrong. Confession, it means a statement indicating that one is guilty of something wrong. He had a confession to make. The sack of rice was lying with me for a long time, but you know very well, recently I finished my education and I am jobless person. Then I had an idea. I often help with the work. I borrowed an unused plot. I borrowed an unused plot of land from the farmer. I exchanged the sack of rice for paddy and sowed the paddy in the plot. Fortunately, the crop grew very well and yielded 25 sacks of rice. With the help of your one sack of rice, I had borrowed one plot of farm from the farmer, and then the crop grew very well. That yielded 25 sacks of rice. 20 sacks of rice I had sold in the market. Whatever money it is with me, please take this. And 5 sacks of rice I am keeping with me. Why? As my share. Because why? Here is the money of 20 sacks of rice. If you allow, I would like to keep a part of it as my share, considering the labor and money I spent. Get it all done. Whichever work I have done, some labors also are needed for me, and because of paying that laborers, I want to take my share also. So that 5 sacks of rice I am keeping with me, and 20 sacks of rice, whatever money is there, that I paid you. A wide smile spread on the friend's face. He had found his future son-in-law and a well businessman, children. Are you getting me? The eldest brother, who was the shopkeeper, he had sold that sacks of rice to the customer. Whatever money he got, that full of purse he had given to old man, priest, who was working as a priest. Middle one brother, he had distributed that sack of rice among the poor people because he was a sacrifice person. He was a very sacrifice person, and because of his sacrifice, all poor people, they satisfied with their hunger, and because of that, his own sacrifice, old man got many type of blessings, isn't it? But the last one, who was the youngest, who recently finished his education but who was jobless, isn't it, children? And here we have seen to that old man, he was also one businessman. He had a good, wealthy, successful, prosperous business. Means he wanted one businessman as well as a one good son-in-law who will be best husband to his only one daughter, as well as who is the best businessman. Are you getting me, children? And the last means youngest brother, he was the, my dear children, good son-in-law as well as good businessman. Are you getting me? So he decided to choose him as a son-in-law who will be very proper businessman. So today we have finished this story, 3 sacks of rice. Very funny story, and I hope you like this, because hard work, honest, soft-hearted, all qualities are important in our life for getting good success. I hope you have understood. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.